Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing a trade analysis for 11th October Monday and a trade review of what happened today. Hope today was a pretty good trading session. The pretty much the levels in Banknifty that I had discussed worked out. So we had a pretty good trading day. I have the 15 minutes Banknifty chart that is open. See, as soon as we got a gap up, we came down. This was the CPR pivot level. We took support here, went up, and exactly took resistance at 3800. This exactly I had determined based on the weekly CPR. This is the weekly CPR chart. What I've opened, the green line is the R1. So I did mention that be careful at this point. We could reverse from here. That's exactly what happened. I just want to play a small clip for those who are watching my videos for the first time. See, this is the market analysis for 8th October, and I just want to play this clip. At 38,107, we have weekly R1 of CPR, weekly resistance R1 of CPR. So, in case we come up, there is a good chance we might take resistance again over here at 38,100. So, as you see, as we had planned, we could face resistance here. And see, this is the weekly chart, and I'm on the 5-minute Bank Nifty chart. The moment this red candle came right at the resistance, see the perfection of the CPR level. Sorry, I'm just trying to maximize it so it's clear. See the perfection of the CPR level. It just touches the point and reverses. Even after this 5-minute candle, we could have taken a shot with the daily CPR as the target. This was almost a 400 point move, which was pretty good. So that's one trade that was really good on the short side. Now coming for the trade possibilities for tomorrow, right? Tomorrow meaning Monday. There are a couple of interesting trend lines and the pattern that we need to keep a watch on. One is, I'm going to mark this black trend line right now. See, if we had connected these two dots and had this trend line, we had this trend line. So when we're coming on the downside, when we started taking support here, right, this was a good place to book profits in Bank Nifty at about 37,670. So, and again today we have taken support in this black trend line. So, and we have taken resistance on this point, that is 38,100, the red line that I've drawn at the top. So what is happening here is this structure is getting narrowed down. This this consolidation is getting narrowed down. Like, see, it was a pretty wide consolidation. We went up, came down, again went up, took resistance here, came down. Now on Monday we could be within this level, or we could get a breakout or a breakdown either side. If we break out and see new highs in Bank Nifty, it will be about 38,100. If we are breaking down, we have to break this trend line, the black trend line that I've drawn, and we could dip further with first target as 37,700, which is pretty much where we closed today at about 780. This, let me get rid of this blue lines. See this green line that I've drawn, right? Again, once this trend line breaks on Monday, we have a very good support at this green trend line. That's about 37,675. So even if this is taken out, if 37,678 is taken out, then the definite target is 37,455 or 37,000, somewhere around 37,500. And then if we break, we have all the levels marked. And I'll just shift to a 1-hour chart to show you another trend line that we are tracking. We can't be sure if it's going to hit that trend line or not, but we are just tracking it for our study purpose. See, this is the other black trend line that I've drawn from here from September. I have this trend line from past few days. In case we get a huge dip, there's a good chance we will take support over here in this price range at about 37,200, or we might even fill this gap and take support at 37,200. That is, if we break all these levels. So this is the 1-hour chart that I've just come to just to show the price action, how it has taken support on this trend line. So if we come down somewhere in this region, we could take support. I'm going to shift back to a 15-minute chart. Now the trade on the upside, in case we break this significantly, right, And this break should come with the proper 15-minute candle, not just a 5-minute or a 3-minute candle. On a 15-minute candle, if we break this, there is an immediate resistance over here. There's a good chance even the price might reverse from this point. The line that I just marked, I'm going to make it in red. There's a good chance that the price might reverse, because you see where I'm marking this, right? This is where we had our big sell-off, right? We had a pretty big sell-off at that level is about 38,380. So if in case we break this and go close to 38,390, we could take resistance and come down again. So we'll have to be careful at those levels. Just gonna remark that level. So based on this analysis, right, you can be pretty careful at these levels, that is 38,300 and 38,100. So this is for the charts, and based on CPR, we will, based on tomorrow's CPR, what we get on Monday, we'll take further levels. And on the weekly CPR, this is I've plotted the weekly and monthly CPR. How you can add CPR is on indicator, just type CPR. You will find many CPRs for monthly, weekly. You can choose this. There's a good chance always the price even takes resistance or support at weekly and monthly CPR. So in case we break this, the next point is coming in exactly at 38,380, which is nothing but the black line is the previous week high. So there's a good chance if we go up, we might reverse from here, or even 38,480, because we are having monthly R1 here, 38,480. See I'm just going to shift to an hourly chart so it'll be more clear for the weekly CPR. The dotted lines are the weekly CPR, the star is the monthly CPR. And the same even on the resistance, R1, R2, the green is resistance, R1 dotted is weekly CPR, the star green is monthly R1. So what we'll have to watch on Monday is, like how we had this weekly CPR, on Monday we will again have weekly CPR, right? We'll have to see where it comes. Unfortunately, we don't have the indicator that plots weekly CPR of next week today itself. So on Monday, as soon as the market starts, what I'll be doing is I'll be marking this weekly CPR. I'm just marking it here for example, but it could come anywhere, right? Up, down. So based on that, we'll take a trade. There's a good possibility on the weekly CPR, wherever the market opens. If we are going down, we might come down, take support at the pivot or the weekly CPR and go further down. And the same thing on the upside. We might come, take support at the weekly CPR and go up. So how we open on Monday is very important. Like you can see in this week, we came down, tested the weekly CPR and then moved up. Some price action like that. So that's a plan for Banknifty. Wait for this consolidation to get narrowed down and trade the breakout or breakdown. Let's look at the open interest in Banknifty for 14th October. See, 38,000 has a lot of resistance. The question of crossing 38,000 is a little difficult, and a very good support at 37,500. In my previous video, I had mentioned that we would be in this tight range, that is between 38,000 and 37,500. So we could still be in this range before we get a breakout or a big breakdown. So we'll have to watch that 38,000 and 37,500. Now coming to the Nifty. See, this is the Nifty chart. Nifty almost today looked like once we got a good gap up, the blue line is the all-time high. That level is over here, what I marked. It almost looked like we're going to break the all-time high, but came close to it and reversed back. So even Nifty, this down trade was a pretty good one if anybody had traded. Now coming to the trade possibility for next week, that is Monday, we'll again have to follow this trend line in Nifty. In case we break this trend line, we could see further levels on the downside. And in case we break out, we'll have to break the all-time high to go further higher. since this is formed this type of price action, right, we can always mark this as a zone and keep. It doesn't have to be just that one trend line. We can mark this zone. If the price comes anywhere close to this, we might reverse. In case we remain bullish, we might break out of this, come retest, and then probably go long is also a possibility. And all the green lines are nothing but the support on the downside. If the price breaks, we could see the price, if this trend line breaks, right, the black trend line that I've drawn, we could see the price taking support at 17,661, and the next target is 17,790. My personal view is, I can be completely wrong, but my view is, see, we have a gap here between 17,800 and this level, 17,840. Before we break out further, right, if we are bullish, we might see a possibility this gap might get filled and then we might go up. That is my personal view on Nifty. Now, looking at the open interest, see, we have, compared to Banknifty, we have a lot of put writing in Nifty. So Nifty is looking like it's not going to slip below 17,800 and not going to go above 18,000. So for this week, we can be in this range again, that is 18,000 and 17,800. And just be careful that next Friday is, I think, holiday because of Dasra, so we'll have only 4 trading sessions. So that's why the Nifty can remain in a range bound. Now, just looking at the global markets, right? See, the global markets are quite flat, especially the Dow Jones is just 63 points up. The DAX is 13 points down. And looking at SGX Nifty, I have SGX Nifty added here. This is the SGX Nifty chart. Right now it is showing 26 points minus. So after 2 days of bullishness in the US market, today we are seeing a pretty flat market. So we'll have to wait until Monday morning to see if we're going to get a gap up or gap down. According to SGX Nifty price as of now, which is showing minus 26 on the right hand side of the screen where this pop-up has come, it's showing minus 26. So we are looking at a gap down. So let's see how it plays out on Monday. But this is our plan in Nifty and Banknifty. So just in case you're new to this channel, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more updates on this. And you can find many more videos on my channel on the trade.